I'm sick, babe. I haven't had. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't.
Is he not a good enough baby for you?
He's always gonna be my
Is
baby.
he not a good enough baby?
He's always gonna be my baby, but I need a real baby too.
You need a real baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want you to rock. We want you to rock. Yeah, like this. Go. We want you to rock. I said we want you to rock. Let's go. Like this. Let's rock. Let's rock. Hey. We want you to rock with us, vlog with us, sit on the couch and talk with us, laugh with us, sing with us. Just know we for real in love. We real people with real problems. A real marriage, but we gon' solve them. Love is love, so we keep evolving. And don't you judge, just keep on watching, okay? But keep it cute in the comments, though. Cause trust and believe we reading all the comments, though. And if you know one thing, we keep it 100, though. You rockin' with Brittany and Dory, the show. Let's go. Brittany and Dory. Brittany and Dory. Brittany and Dory. You watching us. This is us. This is the face of two people who are about to find out whether or not they are pregnant on their first time of IUI. Baby says she's not nervous.
I'm not nervous. I was, but I'm not anymore.
Yeah. So technically, Noe goes to the doctor tomorrow for them to obviously tell her, but
Do a blood test.
to do a blood test. But we have decided, obviously due to COVID, since I cannot go with her, that we will take a pregnancy test tonight. So whatever the results may be, we are able to experience that together. And yeah, that's just kind of where we're at with it. It's been 2 weeks since Babe's first IUI. And, you know, not to foreshadow or anything, but I can just tell by Babe's mood, she doesn't think she's pregnant. Like, she's had all of these symptoms over the past 2 weeks, and here lately, it's almost as if she doesn't have any. She has more cramping than actual symptoms.
Correct.
So, in your 2 weeks, babe, like, what have your symptoms been?
I would say majority has been cramping. I mean, I do feel like constipation was part of it a little bit. I feel like there was days I was constipated, but and then what else was it? What else have I? And I guess I've been having like these dreams, but I don't know if I've been having these dreams just because I want to have dreams, and I just happen to have dreams the last few nights. And another thing is I can't sleep through the night. Like I wake up every night. So, and I don't know if that's just like my brain because I would say maybe like last week I was asleep and like a cramp woke me up out of my sleep. So I don't know if like, you know, to me I felt like, oh my goodness, what is that, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it was just a cramp.
Now tell me this. Do you think it is possible that because you read all of these possible symptoms and you watched videos, that you subconsciously had these symptoms even though maybe you really didn't?
I know like cramping feeling. So I definitely say that has been a symptom of mine, is cramping. I do feel like I watched a lot of videos and I did not have the symptoms that everyone was saying in the videos. Like people would be like shortness of breath or
all right, get up and run and let me see if you get
no or like thirsty. I was like, am I thirsty? I'm trying to think like, what does it feel like to be thirsty? Because I've been drinking a lot of water, but it's just been because I know I need to consume water. So yeah, I was just like, I don't really know if I have like that thirst feeling or not. And then like, oh yeah, and I've had tender boobs. Like, let me make that very clear because that was confusing. Everybody kept saying, oh, I'm having tender breasts. But my breasts have not been tender.
Yeah.
It's only been
yeah.
And like they were swollen and they were They were swollen and they were tender.
Yeah.
But they wasn't like too tender to touch. Like, I don't know what everybody's tolerance is, but mine was like, you know, I just knew they were tender.
Yeah.
You know, it says it's about to start my cycle in 2 days. And I feel like today I've been having like slight headache, kind of like trying to come on. And like kind of like PMSing, feeling like tired and like my stomach, you know?
Yeah.
Feels like it's kind of like, oh, it feels like it is before I come on my cycle.
Yeah.
So
it's what I will say. Obviously, I'm not the one that has the symptoms or have to do anything. Only thing I can say, like, my part is every single day, probably 5 to 10 times a day, especially if it's on the weekend, I'll tell baby, come here, let me rub on that, let me kiss your belly, or let me rub on your tummy. Yeah. Or I'll just walk up behind her and rub on her tummy. So, you know, I'm a firm believer, whether we are successful on our first try, on our second try, on our third try, whatever time that we are successful on, I'm a firm believer that that's just how it's meant to be. Like, it's gonna work itself out regardless.
I agree.
So
it always does.
Yeah. And I mean, it's definitely a lot of emotions that go with it. Like, we're about to do the drug test. We're about to do the pregnancy test. And I can honestly say, like, all day today I kept myself busy at work, but then when I got home, I started to kind of feel like all of these emotions. But again, as the person that's not experiencing it, I can just kind of tell by my babe's mood or how she feels that, you know, I just feel like she feels like she's not pregnant. So it kind of like at one point I've been telling babe for the longest, like, oh my God, I'm so excited. But after a while, that excitement wears off when you realize that she isn't excited.
Well, and you know what? I didn't want to take that away from you. That's why, like, when you text me earlier this morning, you were like, I'm excited. I was just like, I like about to start, like, I started texting, like, well, what are you excited for? Yeah. And then I backspaced out of it. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to have that energy going into it. I'm not sad. Like, I will say that. I'm really not. Mm-hmm. I mean, because at the end of the day, we can't decide it, you know? Like, we can't make it happen. We just have to do our part. Yeah. And then hope that it happens. But, like, I didn't want to take that away from you. So I am still excited to have to go through this, you know, with you. Mm-hmm. Of course, I want it to be something other than, I want it to be positive. But, you know, I feel like the last few days, I've been like, oh, nothing today, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of set with me, but I don't want to take that away from you. Yeah. Like, those feelings for you, you know what I mean? And it could possibly be, I could be pregnant, you know? You just don't know.
All right, guys, so we're about to go take this test.
Is it almost time? Yeah, 3 minutes too.
We said at 8 o'clock we were going to take a test. Okay. But I'm ready to do this with you.
I'm ready too.
Good or bad? It's happening.
It's happening. I mean, what other way? We're going to find out regardless tomorrow. So that's...
Yeah. So even if we didn't take it in the morning, babies would be finding out. So like I said in the beginning, like, this is just our way to be able to experience it together due to COVID. So
yeah, 'cause I have to go to work tomorrow too after the test. So
she's just trying to prepare her mental either way. Mm-hmm. But I'm optimistic, and
I am too. I'm so hopeful.
Me too.
I mean, you know, I'm so hopeful. You never know. Yeah. There's some people that don't experience any symptoms until 4 weeks, 6 weeks. Like, yeah. You just never know. Everybody's different.
Well, stay tuned. We'll let y'all know how it goes. Crew trying to see too. Mm-hmm.
These nails don't let me do anything. This is for real child proof.
How ironic.
1 hour later.
Let me see what you got. Hold it up. I've never seen a pregnancy test, like, actually, like, seen one.
Really?
Like in the movies.
Really?
I'm sorry, I ain't never had any friends get pregnant around me.
I guess.
Creed, are you excited, buddy?
So it just says, obviously pee on the stick, wait 3 minutes, and then read your results.
So we gotta wait 3 minutes after you pee on it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, girl.
I know pee.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
For real?
Yeah.
A little pee or a lot of pee?
I have to pee. I already said, I'm PMSing.
You are?
Yeah. I have gas.
Okay, y'all. All right, I'll be right here.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna sit by the door.
You good.
Okay.
You
I'll sit by the door and wait for you.
Okay, baby. I'm gonna do it in my bathroom. Okay.
So why you let me sit all the way down? Help me up. Okay, I'm gonna sit by the door in here.
You guys are pee unless my stomach is nervous.
Oh, okay. I see you. Creed's waiting too. Where's Baxi, Creed? Where's Baxi? Where's Baxi? Put the tip of the test in the urine stream for 5 seconds. Wait 3 minutes. It doesn't say anything about put the top back on there. I hear you peeing. Y'all don't mind my hair. Don't even mind me right now. What? Why you make that noise?
I thought I knew what I was about to say. I'm saying one line, babe.
It's okay.
Are you sad? It's okay, baby. It really is. I haven't even put on my pants yet. It's okay, my love.
It's only one line.
You can give him a picture of you of it. Here, I'll hold it up. I had this on there. So IUI attempt 1 is a fail.
It's not a fail. I mean, I understand that it is what it is, but...
It's okay. It really is, babe.
I love you regardless. I love you too. So, we obviously just found out the results. And I just kind of came outside to the garage for some fresh air. I asked Babe how she was feeling, just kind of, and she was like, I mean, I'm fine. I feel normal. And I'm like, you know, what are your emotions? Like, what are you feeling? And she was just like, you know, honestly, I kind of, like 2 days ago, I kind of felt like I knew, but I just didn't want to, you know, take away your excitement. I don't know. For me, I just kind of feel like, even though I am sad, you know, and it does suck, it's one of those things like, okay, well, obviously when you go to the doctor tomorrow, I guess just figure out when do we start the next process. Is there anything that you need to be doing differently? Is there anything that you could do better to increase your chances? And yeah, I'm just kind of like on to the next one. I guess that's kind of how I feel. Thankfully, when we found the donor that we finally wanted, we bought 2 vials. So the good news is we don't have to go back to the drawing board for our donor. I don't even want to think about what would happen if it doesn't work the second time, because the sperm donor that we finally found and agreed upon and really like, he is not, so going to have any more vials. So like I said, I don't even want to put that out in the universe. I know it's going to happen this next time, and that's just kind of where we're at. So as always, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. We definitely try to be a upbeat, happy channel, but we also want to bring you our real life and what it is like to go through this process to try to start a family. So this is kind of where we're at. And yeah. So with that being said, it's your girl Brittany. Dory's in the house, and we are Brittany and Dory. We love y'all. Peace. So tell me this, now that you've gone through it this time, like, is there anything you would do differently?
Yeah, I think this time I want to track my cycle better. I mean, obviously, when you go to the fertility doctors, you call them on your start date. But they always be like, okay, well, is it a full flow, or like they always ask you. I'm like, okay, when you first come on, it's never really a full flow.
Yeah.
So they usually make you count the next day. So I don't know if that really matters or not. Yeah, I think I would track that better. I think I would track obviously stuff. I'll track my flow better. I think I will take an ovulation test because we have them. So there's no reason.
So why are you doing that if we gonna pay the doctor
all this money?
Well, I feel
like people still did it though. Like I watched a lot of videos and people was like, I'm so glad, even though I went to the doctor, I'm still glad I tracked it. So I know that I ovulated that day, So I feel like, and I don't even know if you can still do it after that, because it just kind of shows that if you ovulated. But I know I ovulated this time because of my progesterone levels. They said they need to be as high as what was it, 20 or 10. They want to see it as high as 10, and mine was 33. So I do know I ovulated. It's just, it's still always that, I think they say like a 10 or 20% chance to actually conceiving, the egg being fertilized and moving up your tubes and implanting itself like in your uterus. So, yeah, that's where I stand. I mean, like we already discussed that we're just gonna try back again.
All right, so.
But there's one more thing.
What?
I probably won't watch any more videos.
Good.
Stop what you're doing, hit the subscribe button. And if you've been subscribed, then you've been riding with us. Ain't nobody gonna hold you down like I do.
Stay true to you like I do.
Spoil you like I do.
Adore you like I do.
Clean for you like I do.
Cook for you like I do.
Ride it down with you.
Ride it down